Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Wanda Mulzac and today we are going to be doing a pregnancy update. So if you're new here or you're not subscribed, subscribe now. Subscribe. I'm gonna wait. Subscribe. A little update. I am now in my third trimester. It is 28 weeks and a couple days. I will be 29 weeks on Friday of this week. I'm filming this on a Monday. You're probably watching this on a Thursday. So long story short, it's getting real, okay? If you are new here, I am a mom of twins currently. I initially had a miscarriage that was like an ectopic pregnancy that resolved itself on its own. Then I got pregnant with twins via IVF, and then 2 years later, I am pregnant with my third baby. However, we did transfer 2 embryos, only 1 embryo made it, and now this little baby embryo is almost here. Like literally, I don't know what to do. I literally have 10, 11, 12 weeks at most to get ready and prepare for this baby, and it's actually getting real and it's actually crazy. But I'm gonna do a bump date really quick, so let me show you what the boy is looking like. We got a big boy here, okay? He's taking up all the space. So yeah, let me get into the update. A lot has happened, oh my gosh, a lot has happened. So I just wanna update you guys. I don't wanna skip anything. So yeah, get a snack, relax, and get this update. First and foremost, this last update, I was talking to you guys about how I was thinking about doing a home birth and I was kind of on the fence. So we are 100% about that action on the home birth. We are gonna do a home birth here at my house, and we're going for a VBAC, all natural, all the vibes. So I am taking like a Christian hypnobirthing course. I am taking something with my doula that's a course, and also talking through all of my fears and just like how to prepare with her. And then my midwife is amazing. She's skilled. She has done this for 30 years and she's very, very like pro, we're gonna do this, we got this, all that. But however I came to this conclusion was because I just feel like it's the safer route for me. Everybody's like, has mixed reviews. They're telling me about this and that. But even if you go on the American Pregnancy something.org, it tells you that midwifery and like having a home birth actually is safer, especially for Black women in America. And like that is a big, big thing for me. Because I do feel like I was pressured to do things that I didn't really want to do in my last pregnancy. And if you want to see all of those updates, you can see them. They're still up on my channel from last time with the boys. And there was a lot of stuff that went not wrong, but was a little sketchy. They were always talking about my weight. They were always like kind of scaring me, giving me worst case scenarios. Even up until I actually gave birth to the boys, the reason why I allowed myself to have a C-section so soon with them was because they told me, oh, before it gets an emergency, let's just do this. And it wasn't an emergency. The thing was that one of the babies was transverse. And so, yeah, we can talk about that another time. If you guys want to hear about that, just comment down below and say we want to hear about your old experience, or just go look at my old videos. We have it down to the birth vlog. Like if you look at my birth vlog, there's a red flag, like a huge red flag, and so a couple people in the comments even noticed it, was like, I couldn't even do skin to skin with my boys. I had to literally ask them like, hey, can I do skin to skin with my newborns? Like that's a red flag, because like skin to skin is so vital for breastfeeding, for connection, for all of those things. And it was like, I literally was not even able to, they did it, but it was like reluctant. I was like, hey, can you let me do skin to skin? And even then, like with the second baby, it was only one, like it was like 1 minute, and then he was like rushed away. So like all of the things that like I dreamed of were pretty much robbed from me, I feel like. So with the natural birth, because I have no risks, I'm like really healthy. I'm in the clear so far. Everything's been like good. I'm working out 3 to 5 times a week. I'm walking, I'm taking all my vitamins. I am just like trying my hardest to be on tip-top shape for this. Only thing I'm not doing well is my dieting. My diet is really sporadic and all over the place. Partially because of like my energy levels, and my energy levels just feel so depleted. So that's my biggest struggle. So if anybody has like tips on diet, let me know. In the meantime, yeah, so I just feel so much peace. I really like, my prayer for this pregnancy is redemption, that this will be a redemptive birth, that this will be like grace-filled, just covered with God's presence, that it would be like what I've always dreamed of in a pregnancy, but also what my mom never experienced, because my mom, if you're new here, she is passed away, but she had 4 C-sections back to back. And like in my family, they mostly have C-sections. And I think that like C-sections are necessary sometimes. And if I end up in a C-section, you know, it's the best thing, but at least I'm more knowledgeable. I understand, I know how to advocate for myself. I have people to advocate for me. But I just want to believe, and I just want to like give it a shot. You know, what's the worst that could happen? Apparently like the mortality rate with home births is actually dropped compared to the hospital, especially for Black women. So I'm hopeful, I'm excited. I just want to trust God with this. You know, he created my body. This is not a medical emergency. Like dogs, cats, they give birth in closets, okay? They literally excuse themselves from the day and they go to the closet, give birth, and then they back in action. The babies are here. So like, I just believe by nature, like we can do this, I can do this. And not only that, but like, in terms of like IVF, I just feel like so much of like the natural process of pregnancy has just been robbed from me. And so I just want to like see what happens. And also, y'all did not hear this from me, but you did hear it from me. I am also just wanting to do natural because I feel like it's just going to increase my self-love for myself, and also just like my trust in my body. I've never gotten pregnant just naturally without medication. My egg quality is supposedly low. My tube, or at least one of them, are blocked, and the other one is like semi. I mean, there's some issues going on in my body, but it's like, I still believe that God is able and stuff. And so I've done IVF. I feel like that was my season, my time. Like I said, we don't plan to do IVF ever again, but in my heart, like I still feel something like, oh, maybe we're going to have another baby, you know? So, I tell the Lord I'm open to adoption. Like if a baby like comes out of the sky and like wants us to be their mommy and daddy, like great. But also I'm just like, just feeling like I just need to like rejuvenate that trust. And let me know like if I'm alone, if you know what I'm talking about, because it could make sense and it could be a little confusing, but I hope it makes sense. So I'm like, maybe if I do this thing, it'll like put my faith and confidence into my body that it can like do what it's supposed to do. Then maybe like next time I'll just get pregnant naturally. And if not, I'm not gonna be sad. I'm not gonna be like, you know, don't worry about me, don't stress, don't ask, you know, like I'm gonna be fine. But I'm just like, I just want to like open the door and like let God do the difference. Cause it's like the Bible says, like one plants, one waters, God gives the increase. I'm like, if I just do this step, I don't know. So yeah. Anyways, I am a futuristic person. I think very far in advance, but right now, preparing for this baby, baby number 3, I just feel like, oh my gosh, so at peace. I have a name in my mind, but in my mind, I'm also like, man, I want his name to mean peace, because like, just like this journey with having this baby boy has been so much, I've gotten more peace and less worry than I've had like ever. I mean, I'm worried about other things, but I'm not worried about him. I'm not worried about this pregnancy as much as I was like with the last pregnancy. And I just have peace. And I just feel like he's going to bring peace to our house. He's going to bring peace to our family. So if you know any good names, Shiloh's a good name, but I have 2 friends that have a baby named Shiloh. So I'm like, we can't do that. But yeah, there's cute names out there. If you have name suggestions, drop them down below. We're 90% sold on the name that we have, but we are not 100% sold. So it could also be a middle name. Additionally, I want to talk about like some pelvic pain that I was having. So maybe about like a month ago, I was having like really, really bad pelvic pain. It felt like my pelvis was like loose and just like shaking around and just like wild. I don't know. It just felt like pain. So like even me just like laying down on my side, like it felt like my pelvis was just like kind of like hanging on by a thread, if that makes sense. And I remember I called my midwife, I called my doula, I was trying to figure out like what I could do. They gave me some stretches and stuff to do. They were like, you know, they just didn't know what it was. So the good thing is that I already have like a pelvic floor therapist that I go to. And so I just scheduled with her. I met with her on that Thursday. And like, she helped me to do like some exercises and some things. She also monitored and looked at what was going on, and she figured out that like my ligaments, the way she explained it, are like completely stretched out already. And she was like, it's because you already have like a bigger uterus because you carried twins before. So everything is just stretched to the max. And she's like, we just have to like basically teach you how to, you know, activate your muscles so that your muscles are doing the work that the ligaments aren't able to do right now. Then she also told me I was like hyper flexible, like, I don't know, a little too mobile, a little like too just flexible. And I think even just my pelvis and stuff. And so she's trying to like help me to get more control and like just be more balanced overall. So she was like telling me like when I get out of the car, when I get out the bed, instead of like, this is my little legs, okay? Instead of me getting out on one leg, like, you know, rolling, pivoting, being very gentle, getting out on top. I am an aggressive person. I don't think about a lot of things I do, so I just move really fast. And so like, it's been really helpful for me to like slow down and like really think about what I'm doing. I also was having whole dance parties with the boys, and the twins are now 28, 29 pounds. So together about 60 pounds. And so right over there in that little mirror, I'll pick them up. We start dancing to some music. And like, I'm dancing with one twin. And then seconds later, the other twin wants to dance too. And it's a whole dance party. So I was doing a lot. And that's part of the reason why I think that my body was just sore. So literally she looked at me, she's like, hey, do you think you're doing too much? And I was like, calculated, maybe you're right, okay. And she was like, yeah, I think you're doing too much, you know. So just like slow it down, you know, ask your husband for help, do more, like allow him to do more for you, all those things. So honestly, after those stretches that she taught me and the things we did, I have been feeling, like 1,000 times better, honestly. And I don't think I've had that pain since. So it's a really good thing, but they had me in the half, okay? So right now I just feel more pregnant. I'm starting to feel less energy. I'm starting to feel myself get tired more, to kind of just be, I guess like that pull to just be still and to like relax and stuff. So I've been trying to do that, but I also have like 1,000 things in my mind that I want to do. I also picked up a couple things for the baby. And I posted that on my Instagram. So make sure you're following me on Instagram and TikTok. The TikTok is the Mulzacs and Instagram is Wanda Mulzac. But make sure you follow me there because I am always on there. I'm always updating stories. I'm always just like very active there. But I bought some things for him. And then this week I want to like go through all of the boys' old clothes and like start organizing them and hanging them up and getting them ready for their baby brother. And so I'm excited about that. And I feel like once I do that, I'll be able to really see like, what do I have? What don't I have? And just go from there. Another thing that I wanted to update you all on is my baby shower. So I have been on the fence about a baby shower. I'm still looking for designs, but it's really in 1 month. And I think I'm just gonna do like a baby sprinkle here at the house with like some of our close friends and some family that may come in town, but nothing super like extravagant or grand like we did last time, because just the first babies just hit different. And so like, I don't really want to require a lot of people to buy stuff because I feel like we have a lot of stuff. We've worked with a lot of really great baby brands that have already gifted us a lot of things. And so I just really just want people to come over and like celebrate and like, you know, celebrate a new baby coming without like the pressure of like having to worry about like them bringing a lot of stuff. But I will like look through like baby must-haves and things that I don't have. There are a few things that I still need. But I just feel like blessed because it's not as bad as it was with the twins. But I'm gonna actually go watch my old baby shower video, which is also posted here on YouTube. Because vibes, nostalgia. Last thing, I think last update is how are the boys preparing for a baby? Guys, it's so strange. Kaysen was the sweetest, gentlest guy to like little babies. And now he's starting to be like not. Like we were at a friend's house and like he was like taking toys from the baby and just like not being as gentle and nice. And it was like weird because I'm like, he is like actually the most like baby loving toddler. And then one of my friends, she was just like, yeah, it's probably because he knows you're having another baby. And so like now it's starting to get to him. And he's really like the more like mama's boy out of them two. Like Kylo loves his mama, but he's a daddy's boy. And like, he's also not really that clingy. He's like to himself in a way, unless it's like bedtime or whatever. But Kason is like the guy, like if he could crawl back inside of me, he would. Like he is like really clingy. He thinks he's the baby. So I actually have been like reading them Big Brother books and like showing him Big Brother like TV type of shows like on YouTube. And literally I showed them something, and at the end of it I asked Kai, I was like, hey Kai, like, are you ready to be a big brother? He said, yeah. And then I asked Kay, I was like, hey Kay, are you ready to be a big brother? He was like, no big brother. So I'm just like, I don't know how this is gonna be. It's starting to hit me. Like I literally was getting emotional the other day because I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm actually gonna have another baby. They're gonna have to like share me. It's just like, it's feeling like, wow, like how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna juggle my love between like 3 boys? I know that it's possible. I know that moms do it every day. But please, like, if you have any tips on that and adjusting and like what you did, please drop them down in the comment section because I can never have too much advice, okay? And yeah, so any other questions that you all have, I think you should follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna do like a Q&A, and I'm gonna ask people, I'm gonna say, hey, like put some questions in here for pregnancy and we can do like a pregnancy Q&A. And then I'll come back and like answer those here. My next update, I should update you all definitely before I give birth because I want to update you on my 3rd trimester and see how that goes. And also see how it's different because, you know, I gave birth last time at 35 weeks, which would literally be 5 weeks from 30. So that'll be like 6 weeks from now. So I'm going to enter a phase that I have never been in, which is beyond 35 weeks. So I'm just interested to see how that goes. I don't know. It feels like everything feels different, y'all. Like not worrying, not having to like, oh, I know what I have to update y'all on. Gestational diabetes. So I have that test actually tomorrow. So I'll update you all on that, and I'll try to do more updates as we like get closer to it. So hopefully maybe in the next 3 to 4 weeks, I'll update you guys like once a month so you guys know what's going on. And then any other like pregnancy related videos that I should post, let me know. YouTube has changed a lot since the last time I was updating. So I just want to make sure that when I'm posting stuff, it's stuff that y'all really want and you need, and it's like informative and beneficial and all of those things. But other than that, I love you all so much. Subscribe, make sure you comment, make sure you like, make sure you just are active with this and then active on Instagram because everything is changing. But I want to stay connected. I want to serve y'all. I want to help. I want to just like share with you whatever I have and whatever knowledge I know because so many people have done the same for me. And yes, stay tuned for my next video. We're probably going to post a bunch of vlogs because we actually, that's what I forgot to tell you. We did a baby moon in Aruba. So we're going to post that vlog. We have a bunch of other vlogs to post. And so maybe it'll just be like one vlog and once and for all situation. But yeah, love y'all. Love y'all. Talk to you next time on here.